Greetings, SL Colonies. This is Drakkhis. I'm doing this short video on the quest system, the quest server. The quest server is not a required aspect, but what it does allow you to do is give custom quest rewards for your quests. So, you only need one quest server. You res it out. You can click on it, go to page, and you will get your quest server page, the server inventory, SL inventory items, and SLC inventory items. So you can see this is in my inventory. If I wanted to give extra coins, let's say, here, transfer, you see the arrow pointing to the right, and I could transfer 1,000 coins. Successfully transferred, you see they're in there. Want to remove them, the arrow's pointing the other way. Can it transfer more than 1,000? Confirm transfer, and the items are removed. But for future video, we're going to put those 1,000 coins back in there. Now, SL inventory items, we come back here, we can open the server by Edit, Content tab, and we can put an object in. Now, this object must be copy and transfer by you. You can set next owner permissions however you want. But then if we come back to this page, we do a refresh. Now you can see test object quantity, essentially infinity. Now where the quantity comes in is when you're creating a quest and giving a reward, the reward will be subtracted from the inventory of the quest server. So for physical objects, SL inventory items, that doesn't matter because they're copyable by you. You can give out as many as you want. But for SLC inventory items, the quantity gets reduced from your server. So you need to maintain the quantity of items in the server to give as quest rewards. We'll go into that later. Essentially, you could have a couple quests and you can actually have, when they turn in the quest item, it gets put into your server so you can give that as a reward for a different quest. We'll go more into that later. But essentially, that is the quest server and how it operates. I'll see you in the next video. Greetings, SL Colonies. We're back here with more on the quest system. We'll need that open. The custom quest item. So when you're creating your quest, there may not be actions or items in SL Colonies available that you want to do in your quest. Say like reading an arcane book or just picking up an apple. So what we've created is the SLC custom quest item. You res it, it gives you a box. You can open that box, copy to inventory, and you get a set of scripts. This script will be no modify, but copy and transfer. This script will be modify, copy, transfer. Actually, they probably will not be transfer when you get to them, because you won't be able to transfer physical objects to people, so they will be copyable. This one will be no modify, copy, no transfer. This one will be modify, copy, transfer, because it's just an API script. So first, we'll come here to the apple. Just pop the items inside. Now it's a fully functional quest object. We'll do the same here, so we just don't have to reopen our inventory. And delete the box. If you click on the apple, this SLC quest item has not been given a name. Please contact the owner and name this item. So you hold release and you get a box, set name, set action. So we're going to set name. It doesn't have to be the same name as the item's name. You can do, I've done that so people doing hunts and stuff like that can have the actual name of the item different than what the physical item name. So we're just going to call it apple. And probably spelt that wrong, but who cares? And this is the action. So pick up, eat. But you cannot use actions that are already in the system. So like if we wanted to gather the apple, failed, invalid action, you're not allowed to use this action. So we come back in, set action, pick up, submit, name, apple. Submit. Successfully added. Now when you click it, won't do anything because it's just communicating directly with the quest system and we don't have anything to display that yet. So for this one we could say set name, arcane, tome 1, submit, action, read. And there, we've successfully created 2 custom quest items. And in a later video, we'll show you how you can use these custom quest items to create a quest. Greetings, SL Colonies. This is Drakkhis here. We're going to go over the SLC quest giver now. So you res the box. Quest giver box. You can see inside menu script, quest giver API. These will both be no modify, no transfer. This will be full perm. So you can right click open, copy to inventory, come over to your quest giver. This is the one we chose. Now, I do want to mention, people ask why you don't use animesh for quest givers. And I want to briefly demonstrate. Here is an animesh villager that could be used as a quest giver. Looks nice, but I want to demonstrate what happens. You edit this one, throw in the scripts, and you can click it. You're too far away to use this. I may have not set up the range yet, but there, click it, you get your quests. But on an animesh, you edit. That's all the animations inside. You put your custom scripts in. And then you can't click it. Animesh, you must right-click touch. That is why I do not use animesh, because I want the players to just be able to go up and click, not have to right-click and touch every time they want to interact. So that's just why we don't use animesh for any of our objects. So let's just clear that chat away. And now back to this. So you've put your scripts in, click it, nothing comes up because we have not assigned any quests to this. So long hold click, You can do the usual, set security, change the name, change the hover text on, oh, I don't think they have any hover text for the quest givers, but go to configure, go to page, and now you can see your SSC quest giver Gwen. That's the name that I gave that one. Interact distance is 5, meaning the person has to be within 5 meters to click it. The location, so if you want to go to where your quest giver is, you can click that, teleport. Standard SL teleport. Now we can add quests. Select quest to add. These are some quests I've already created. So we'll just add simple task. And she can give and turn in. This is so you can create a quest giver that just gives quests, or one that just turns in quests, or one that does both. I'm going to add another quest. Learn to cook. So now we can go back in world, and if I qualify for either of those quests, learn to cook. You see it has a star, so it's ready to turn in. But that is all gone over in the player's perspective video. But that's how easy it is to set up a quest giver. You'll see more of that in the next video, setting up a quest. Now that we have all of our in-world and scripting done, I'll show you in the next video how to set up a quest. Have a nice day. Greetings, SL Colonies. This is Drakkhis back again with another video on the SLC quest system. This we're going to go over creating your quest. So when you're in world, you can long click and configure your quest giver. Or when you're on the web page, you can go to My SLC Regions, My Quest System. This will show you all your quest givers, your created quests, and your quest server. And you can visit your quest servers, delete your quests, and edit your quests. But we're going to create a quest. The quest name, we're going to give it Continue Cooking. Is this quest repeatable? Yeah, we're going to let them repeat this quest. And we're going to say every 24 hours they can repeat that quest. Continue your cooking each day for the community. Start text. Go cook something for the community. Finish text. Thank you for cooking. And the storage. So this is, if you're going to have them turn in an item at the end, where do you want it to go? Default is the quest server. But you can pick one of your storage chests also, so the items go into a storage chest that you or the community can use. But we're just going to say to the quest server. Next. Continue cooking. We can say any class can do it, or we can limit the class that can do it. But we're just going to keep any right now. We can limit the level, so they have to be a level 4 cook to pick up this quest. Not going to worry about that. And we can say they have to have a certain stat level to pick up this quest. Next. Create new quest, continue cooking, this prerequisite quests. So they have had to completed learn to cook. Add prerequisite. They have to complete the learn to cook quest before they can get continue cooking. Now this, do they have to have any items in their inventory to be able to start this quest? We're not going to add any because it doesn't make any sense for this quest, but you could say they have to have, say it's a continuing quest and they just created logs for building a house. You can say they have to have logs in their inventory to do this quest. That's what that's for. Step 5, do you want to give them any items when they start the quest? And this is where the quest server comes in. You can give them coins if it's a quest where they have to go out and buy something. You can give them the physical object that you put in your quest server if that comes in somehow for the quests. And then you just add item. You can give them one test object. We're going to remove that though. So that's what the quest server is for. Coming next. Okay, here is the meat of the quest, the actions and the what they're going to be doing for the quest. So we can select an action. Come down here, custom. We set up a couple custom actions earlier. You see we have eat apple, kill spider, pet cat. Those kill spiders, those are from testing earlier. Pet cat, read arcane tome 1. So we'll do that. So actually, no, it doesn't make sense. We're going to go with eat apple. You have to eat one of the apples before you can go cook. Just give yourself energy or something. I don't know. But remember, it's a custom item, so eating that apple is not going to affect their stats. That's just going to tick off a quest box. But that's not what this quest is about. This quest is about cooking. So we're going to go cooking, any, and they can cook any 5. Add requirement. So they have to cook 5 times. That doesn't mean they have to cook 5 items. That means they actually have to cook 5 times. And then if you want them, say, to gather what they cooked. Let's see here. Collect. Nope, that's for chickens. Gather. Any 5. Add requirement. So that would make them anything they gather 5 of them, it's gonna tick off the quest. But that's a basic, okay, they cook 5 times, they gather what they cooked, and it'll tick off the quest. If you want to make them have to cook and gather specific things, in here is all the generic items of the system. Maybe it wasn't gather that we were looking for. Maybe it was grinding, collect, cook, pressing, plowing, planting. You can see all the different things we can do in the system. But if you want to do something, what I'm trying to explain here is these are just the base system items. Nothing, no custom items created by players. But if you want to say cooking, you want them to cook a specific item, you can see it's just the basic items, but the items that you have created are also added on this list. So I've created something called zesty garlic. So that is actually added to the list. It won't be on any other player's list when they want to create a quest, but you can have them cook basic items like mashed potatoes, cream, cooked fish, or you can have them create items that you have created for the system. I hope that makes sense. But you can do aging, basket weaving, anything that can be done in the system can basically be added to a quest. So we're going to have them cook and gather 5. This we're still working on implementing. It's here in the steps. It won't do anything at this point, but we're going to have it to where you can limit what region they can do the quest in. So if they do one of the objects and they're not in the right region, it won't register on the HUD. That's not implemented yet. And turned in. When they're finished with the quest, you can select an item, any item in the system, how many, and they need to turn it in. There isn't a way right now, I haven't figured it out yet, to figure out what they cooked and have them turn in what they cooked. Unless you specify, I want you to cook this, then you turn in this. If you say cook any, you could specify, okay, you cooked any, but I want you to turn in apple drink. That means they have to have apple drink. If they didn't cook apple drink, then they can't turn in. We're not going to have them turn in anything for this quest. Now, this is the quest reward. The quest automatically gives certain rewards, but this is your chance to give them something extra. And be it the test object, be it coins, whatever you put in your quest server, you can give here. Click next, and then we come to the quest overview. The quest has been created. You can see 24-hour cooldown. There, the CXP this quest will give is 30, and it will give 18 coins. That's automatically generated by the system based on the complexity of the quest. So this quest is done. We can go back to my quest system. We can go to SLC quest giver Gwyn. We can add quests, learn to cook, add quests, continue cooking. Then we can come here and evidently I don't qualify. I don't know why I don't qualify, but learn to cook, I should. So configure, go to page. Oh, we forgot to check give and turn in. Very important. Got to check those for it to actually show up. So now I click. I can turn in learn to cook. Quest complete, learn to cook. Congrats, you've received 2 CXP and 6 coins. Then I can click her again, and I can pick up the quest, continue cooking. Go cook something for the community. Quest started, continue cooking. And that is the basic creation of quests. We'll go into further detail in later videos with the API system, but I hope that helps you get started. Have a great day.